Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. What would the Warriors need to do to turn things around this season? Hire another experienced star? The Golden State Warriors are actively exploring the trade market ahead of the February 6 trade deadline, focusing on bolstering their roster. Rumors: LeBron James asks to leave the Lakers and will play for the Warriors with Stephen Curry. A wild trade proposal from Greg Swartz of Bleacher Report has set the NBA world buzzing, envisioning a blockbuster deal that would send LeBron James to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for a massive haul of players and a first-round pick. While such a trade may seem improbable, it offers a tantalizing scenario for both teams to consider as they navigate their respective futures. Golden State Warriors receive LeBron James. Los Angeles Lakers receive Jonathan Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins, Buddy Hield, Gary Payton II, 2025 first-round pick, top 5 unprotected. For the Warriors, acquiring James would unite him with Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, forming a trio of future Hall of Famers who could contend for another championship. For the Lakers, the trade represents an opportunity to restock their roster with depth, youth, and future assets, potentially setting the stage for a post-LeBron rebuild. Golden State has long operated with a championship-or-bust mentality, and bringing in LeBron James, 23.7 points, 7.6 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 50.9% FG, 39.1% three-point, would add another layer of star power to their core. At age 40, James remains one of the league's most elite playmakers, capable of alleviating Curry's burden as the primary ball handler. His basketball IQ and ability to orchestrate an offense would make the Warriors' system even more dynamic, creating mismatches in transition and half-court sets. The chemistry between James and Curry, seen during the 2024 Summer Olympics when they led Team USA to gold, fuels the imagination of what they could achieve in an 82-game season and playoffs. While losing assets like Kuminga, Wiggins, and Hield would hurt Golden State's depth, the sheer star power and championship experience of James Curry Green would instantly make them favorites in the West. On the surface, trading away LeBron James seems like a drastic move for the Lakers, but it could be a calculated one given their current state. The Lakers have struggled with consistency, relying heavily on James, Anthony Davis, and Austin Reeves to carry the offensive load. Injuries and a lack of depth have limited their ability to sustain success, leaving them stuck in mediocrity. This trade brings in several rotational players who could contribute immediately. Jonathan Kuminga, 16.9 points, 5.0 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 45.9% FG, 34.5% three-point, still just 22 years old, has untapped potential and could flourish in a larger role. Andrew Wiggins, 16.5 points, 4.3 rebounds, 3.0 assists, 45.4% FG, 39.7% three-point, offers proven scoring and defensive versatility. Buddy Hield, 15.4 points, 3.4 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 41.6% FG, 37.5% three-point, despite his recent struggles with the Warriors, remains one of the league's best shooters, while Gary Payton II, 4.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 54.7% FG, provides defensive tenacity. The inclusion of a first-round pick would give the Lakers another asset for the future. While intriguing, the trade raises several questions. For the Warriors, gutting their depth could backfire if injuries strike their aging core. For the Lakers, losing James' leadership and star power would be a tough pill to swallow, even with the incoming assets. This trade proposal, while bold, offers an exciting what-if scenario. For the Warriors, it represents a chance to go all in for another title in the twilight of Curry's career. For the Lakers, it's an opportunity to hit reset and build a more balanced roster for the future. Whether either side seriously considers such a deal remains to be seen, but it's the kind of blockbuster that keeps NBA fans dreaming. Draymond Green hints at Warriors trade deadline moves. Draymond Green hinted that the Golden State Warriors will not make a splashy move at the NBA trade deadline, especially if it mortgages the franchise's future at the expense of shaking things up amid their stunning fall from a 12-3 start. The beautiful part about being in the space that we're in is, Steve Kerr, Steph Curry and myself all disagree with mortgaging off the future of this organization, saying that we're going for it right now, Green said in an interview with Yahoo Sports. Bad teams do that. Bad organizations do that. We're neither one. So for us, if something is going to happen, it needs to be the right thing, Green continued. We're not going to jump and make the wrong decision because we panicked. That's how you set your organization back 5 to 7 years. The Warriors have lost 4 of their last 5 games, with Green missing their heartbreaking 104-101 loss in Toronto in which they squandered a 9-point fourth-quarter lead. Green sat out with an illness and a left disc issue. The loss dropped the Warriors 1 game below .500 and out of the play-in picture in the strong Western Conference. They're half game out of the final play-in spot after going 7-17 following their 12-3 start to the season. After the loss, Warriors franchise star Stephen Curry agreed with Green's comments. Desperate trades or desperate moves that deplete the future, there is a responsibility on allowing or keeping the franchise in a good space and good spot when it comes to where we leave this thing when we're done, Curry told reporters. It doesn't mean that you're not trying to get better. It doesn't mean that you're not active in any type of search to, if you have an opportunity where a trade makes sense or even in the summer free agency move makes sense. You want to continue to get better. Nobody wants to be stale or be in a situation where you're passing up opportunities. But it doesn't mean that you're desperate, just flinging assets all around the place just because you want to do something. Curry strongly believes the Warriors will continue to operate with a sense of reason despite their maddening season. If there was a situation that made sense for our team, I'm pretty sure we'd know about it, Curry added. That's how we've always operated. That's the expectation now until February 6. Joe Lacob's patience gets tested. The Warriors have been aggressive since last year in trading for a star, which was evident in their failed pursuits of LeBron James, Paul George and Lauri Markkanen. Their ambitious bid to surround Curry with another star power to make a run at another championship, however, hasn't led to splashy trades so far. The only move they have made so far this season is to acquire Dennis Schroeder, who hasn't made the same impact he had with the Brooklyn Nets earlier in the season. After they acquired Schroeder, Warriors owner Joe Lacob hinted that they aren't done making deals. Trades are hard. I've made this comment before, Lacob told Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard on December 15 after the Schroeder trade. This one was available for us at the right time, and hopefully another one might be too. Obviously, if we keep losing, I'm going to want to do something else. With the Warriors hitting rock bottom, will Lacob follow through on his words to do something about it? Nikola Vucevic e John Collins surgem como alvos comerciais de alto nível para o Warriors. O pivô do Chicago Bulls, Nikola Vucevic, 9, posta contra o ala de Utah Jazz, John Collins, 20, durante o primeiro quarto no Delta Center. Copyright Rob Graham Imagans. Vucevic, apeca central da quadra de ataque do Chicago Bulls, dos jogadores mais cobicados no mercado de trocas. O duas vezes All-Star está tendo uma temporada estelar, com média de 21 pontos, 10, for rebotes e 3 assistências por jogo, enquanto arremessa records de carreira de 55, 6% do campo e 42, 2% de três. Apesar de seu sucesso individual, o Bulls está com 18-23, ocupando a 10 posição na Conferência Leste. Varios executivos de NBA acreditam que adquire exigiria uma escala de primeira rodada, dado seu forte desempenho nesta temporada. Ele tem contrato de $20 milhões este ano e deve receber $21 for milhões para a temporada 2025-26, o que o torna uma aquisição valiosa, mas potencialmente custosa. John Collins, de Utah Jazz, também surge como alvo potential. Apesar do Jazz ter record de 10-29, Collins está com media de 17, 9 pontos, 8, 3 rebotes, 2, 5 assistências e 1 roubos de bola por jogo, enquanto arremessa 52, 5% do campo e 43, 8% o record de carreira, de trace. A habilidade de Collins de estacar a quadra e fornecer pontuação consistent o torna uma opção atraente para o Golden State. No entanto, como Scotto observa, seu salário de $26, 5 milhões nesta temporada e a opção de jogador para a temporada 2025-26 tornam seu valor de troca mais difícil de avaliar.